Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play Spiritfarer. Joining me is StarPrincessHLC.
Lantern doesn't ramble, but he sure sneezes like a kitten.
And JKLantern.
I do not sneeze like a kitten.
I mean, the trebuchet would beg to disagree. So yeah, two things over in Ambertown Park. Hummingbird would be a place. So with what we've learned here, let's head over to Ambertown. Well, we would head over to Ambertown, but a little dark right now. Which is fine because I need to build another orchard anyway because we've got another tree type we can plant.
But is it an angry orchard?
Not yet. And before I just go to sleep for the night, tend to the farm here.
Mulberry.
Mulberry.
I don't think I've ever seen a mulberry in real life.
Used to have an actual bush of them in my backyard at one point.
Did you go around it?
No, we did not go around because it was literally sitting on a fence.
Not for the first time. I wish that my copy of the Cook's Guide to Fruit did not wind up lost in a move. I know precisely where it ended up. It's just like, I'm not gonna ask for it back. It's the same place where my copies of Red Dragon Inn are.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Yep.
Oh, that fellow McToad.
And this is still one of the mini games I have the most trouble with because it doesn't feel like you can be all that accurate swinging the stick up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel this would work better with, like, directional keys.
This reminds me of a specific Mario Party minigame, which, incidentally, I'm also terrible at.
I don't know, you do pretty good at the mini games when we play.
I meant that specific minigame.
I should have saved one of those logs, but I did not.
Lorax will be very displeased.
Yeah, well, he'll get over it.
As long as he doesn't decide to throw your bed in the river with you in it.
I think it took me... Like, I was watching that movie in 3D when it was in theaters, and I think it took me about 10... My dad and me about 10 minutes to go... We've made a huge tactical error seeing this movie.
Should have just stuck with the short.
Yeah.
And also, this is another wall we will not be getting past anytime soon. This is the fog bank. So if we need to go here for any reason, we're going to be stuck.
We need the HM for defog, the most useless of HMs.
If I can remember where Hummingberg is.
Then we just stick lantern in front of the boat, and then we got plenty of illumination for the fog.
Lantern with yourself so bright, won't you guide my boat tonight?
There's Hummingberg.
Well, you do brighten up the world around you.
Hey. Round off the red gun cowboy, had a very shiny gun.
Pew pew pew.
And if you ever saw it, you would drop your pants and run.
Oh my.
Oh, the other cowboys used to laugh and call him names.
Yeehaw.
They never let poor Round off join in any cowboy games.
Like, I don't know.
Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Sheriff came to say,
Howdy.
Round off with your gun so bright, won't you shoot my wife tonight? Then all the cowboys loved him, and they shouted out with glee,
Yippee!
Round off the red gun cowboy, you go down in his story.
Like Billy the Kid.
Someone else out there in internet land, please tell me that song was part of your childhood. Please, for the love of God, tell me it was not just my family.
I mean, which version? Is there a lot of versions of that specific song? Found it just a second ago. There it is.
Damn, I could have said strip poker.
I remember in an LP I was watching, the idea of strip bingo came up, and like the people doing the LP were like, how the hell would you even play that?
I could think of one game that would work well with that.
I know in some movie, I don't know what movie it is, cause like, it was one of those things where like, we were flipping through the channels and this, whatever movie this was happened to be playing on Comedy Central, but Strip Monopoly.
That was what I was thinking. You're already going in the poorhouse, might as well go the full distance.
So let's show off the crusher here. And you might notice we can put sunflower seeds in here.
Oh, goody!
Do we get to make sun butter?
That was what I was about to ask.
Sunflower oil.
Okay.
Although I'm not gonna lie, it looks more like vegetable oil.
Well, I mean, it's basically what you get with vegetable oil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a very similar product. Different smoke point. There is a slightly different flavor to it, but I've used it.
Enforcers, you say?
Are you part of the mafia?
Yes. Yes, they are. Not a big-time mafia, but still.
I wonder if they eventually opened up a pizza joint.
So now that we've got some fat and some chicken, it will take a while to cook this meal.
I'm trying to remember if sunflower oil was one of those ones that actually worked well for frying things, because I genuinely do not remember. You know what? To the internet.
We're on the internet.
Let's see here.
Need someone dressed in black. There we are.
Okay, sunflower oil does have a high smoke point. Yeah, it'll give whatever you're frying kind of a nutty flavor.
Don't suppose you had two sons named Jason and Sean.
Jason! Jason!
Well, I am hitting X to progress this conversation.
I never actually saw the entirety of Heavy Rain. I remember I started an LP on it, God, forever ago. And, like, I remember when it came out, it was one of those things that, like, so many people were talking about for, like, such a short time. Like, it's gonna change gaming forever, and then it didn't.
Yeah.
Well,
Kind of like with Mirror's Edge. That was another one where, like, I saw so many people talk about, like, how great this is, it's gonna change gaming, we'll be talking about this game for years. It's kind of the Avatar of video games, now that I think about it. You mean The Last Airbender? No, I mean the Smurfy Cat Avatar.
The James Cameron one.
Yep.
Which somehow got a sequel and a attraction in the Animal Kingdom.
God, that was such an average movie.
Well, like, I was very sick when I saw it. Like, that was the Christmas where I was hacking up blood. Meanwhile, my family's like, he's fine, he just needs to get out of the house. And, like, literally everyone with us is like, I don't think he is. I think he should be back in bed. Or possibly the hospital. But I was very sick when I saw Avatar, and I don't do well with 3D anyway. So my memories are a little... Like, I remember thinking that it looked pretty, but basically thinking, like, of all the movies I've seen, this is definitely one of them. It's basically Fern Gully with computer graphics.
Eh. Like, if you want a decent environmental message, just go watch Princess Mononoke.
I still need to see that.
We'll fix that.
I mean, it's been a while since I've seen Mononoke.
That's one of the few Ghibli movies I have the DVD of. The other being Spirited Away and The Cat Returns.
Spirited Away is great, and I love The Cat Returns. Is it necessarily the best Ghibli? Probably not, but something about that really grabs me. Unlike that Netflix Ghibli knockoff that we attempted to watch a couple weeks ago.
A whisker away or something like that, yeah.
It took me... We made it through half an hour of that movie, I want to say, and we were like, we friggin' hate this.
Yeah.
Let's watch Sonic X instead.
Yep.
I never did wind up finishing Ni no Kune either. If I get back to that game, I'm definitely starting from the beginning, just so I remember how shit works.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am. If I put off a game long enough, I'm like, I have no memory of this place.
One of the games where I actually didn't wind up doing that was Skies of Arcadia. Like, when I played through the Dreamcast version of that game, like, I was midway through the second disc in a relatively short amount of time, and I was just like, okay, I'm tired, I need to play something else. I put down the game for a year. Then I pick it back up, and I'm like, I should just start a new file, but where was I? And it turns out I was literally at the end of the game, and I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot. I am the dumbest man.
It is I who have been the fool.
I can't remember if I wound up doing that with Grandia 2 or not. I think Grandia 2, I just wanted to see where it went. And, God, I can't wait till we get to that game eventually. That's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
But will anything be small and hard to grasp?
I can't remember if any shit is small and hard to grasp. There's definitely things I'm gonna make fun of, Ron. But on the whole, I like the writing, and for that matter, the gameplay as well, to an extent. For Grandia 2, better than I like Grandia 1.
Power of caring.
God. Like, at least Grandia 2 is a very humanistic tale in its nature. But it never does anything as dumb as the power of caring.
It should.
God, this is some pretty music and a pretty set piece.
Unfortunately, Giovanni's here.
Yep.
Happy Festival Fireworks.
Like, this almost feels like a thing that could have been Fantasia. Several things in this game have given me Fantasia vibes, which is a good vibe to have.
You know, the thing is, when I played this game the first time, I don't remember doing this very often. It's weird. You'd think this would be something that would stick out a bit more.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I just did not remember what I had to do here. There we go. And since we need silica powder, we get it out of quartz.
That makes sense. I feel like this is the least efficient way of getting it, but...
Let's go ahead and get some more out of this.
Rocks go crunch.
Yep.
Nom 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 nom.
So,
I remember reading a Christopher Moore novel, A Dirty Job, which kinda has a similar vibe to this. Basically, except, the characters are not actually in the afterlife, but, this man winds up becoming essentially a Grim Reaper. It's his job to pick up soul objects belonging to individuals and then to essentially sell them back out into the world as part of a cycle of reincarnation, effectively. It's a comedy book, but at one point, he's going... Like, he owns a second-hand store or something, so he's going to this one place where this man's wife had just died, and, picking up stuff from there, including this soul object. I don't remember what it was, but, like, the man is, like, sad because his wife just died, and he's like, she was so, yes, I know, she was so special, and wonderful, and you can't replace her, I know, I lost my wife too. She was so dumb. Wait, what? She was so stupid. This is not where I thought this conversation was going. Do you know how she died? No, because I'm just here to pick up the shit, man. You know those silicone packets that say do not eat on them? Yeah. She ate one to prove that it was a stupid warning, and then she died. Huh. Wow, that is, pretty dumb.
You're saying she was one of the people who ate a Tide Pod?
Probably. Yeah, a dirty Job is one of the Christopher Moore books I really like. Same cannot be said for the sequel. Sequel did not really need to exist. I get why he did it, but it's just like, eh.
So what do I need to build? A tools house.
I feel like Fool and the Gospel According to Biff are both better, but Dirty Job is probably my third favorite Christopher Moore book.
I haven't made Comet Powder yet.
Because we need to clean shit.
I mean, that room is specifically there to wash off sawdust. About time. Now we have a whole bunch of fried chicken.
Woo!
Fried chicken.
So the next time we run into a tool, we can actually do a thing.
Now all that crushing is just reminding me of the brave little toaster.
I have almost no memories of the Brave Little Toaster. I only saw it like once. When Tyler Williams of the Head and the Heart's mom was my preschool teacher. Oh god.
At least this isn't useless.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't watch the Brave Little Toaster growing up because the Brave Little Toaster wasn't invented until after I had gotten well into my teens and beyond.
Yeah, like, I think it came out the year I was born.
Yeah.
So, I didn't watch those until much later, and then I saw the whole useless set piece, and I'm going, dear God, what the hell were they showing kids?
I mean, considering we also grew up on The Secret of Nim and All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Now, see, The Secret of Nim I saw as a child.
I saw it, but I remember almost nothing. It was one of Courage's favorite movies, actually. I loved All Dogs Go to Heaven, but my memories of it are very fuzzy. Oh god, when I was still working at the preschool, it was movie day there. You'll love this. And so, like, no classroom had managed to send their lunch counts down, so I'm like, okay, they're all in the auditorium watching a movie, I'll just fetch them from there. God damn it, I shouldn't have to do this. So I go in, and I look up at the screen, and, oh hey! You guys are watching The Never-Ending Story. Oh hey! It's the scene with the horse in the swamp. Well, have fun dealing with piston therapy, kids!
Yep.
I remember a couple years ago, like, one time I went to one classroom specifically to ask something, and on the television in that classroom, they were watching Labyrinth, and I was like, it was one of the pre-K rooms, and I was like, that's a choice for these kids? Okay.
I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
I'm sure at least one of the classrooms is... I know one of the rooms did the newer one.
I remember that movie scarred me as a kid, although not but from the scene you think that most people are scarred by.
Most people are scarred by the tunnel scene.
I wasn't. I was just scarred by the Oompa Loompa singing of the kids' quote-unquote deaths.
Apparently, like, I think Gene Wilder wrote the little song for the tunnel scene, and he did not tell any of his castmates precisely what he was going to be doing, just so he could better frighten them. The man was dedicated to the craft.
Mm-hmm.
So, we managed to make a clock tower for someone we hadn't even really met much yet. We got a request to make a house for this jerk. Good, you don't beg, I'll never have to feed you.
I have a question about the clock tower.
Yes. Does it
Are
involve
there-
a sniper rifle?
It does not.
Okay.
Are there Medusa heads?
Not yet.
I was gonna say, is there a guy hanging out there carrying a huge pair of scissors?
I was about to ask if you were going to ask about him next.
I think we're referencing like 4 different things.
There's a lot of things related to Clock Tower.
Uh-huh. So, Atul wants to organize dinner.
Ooh.
A nice group activity. But, now that we are at Ambertown Park, we have a couple things we can take care of here. But we will take care of those next time. Because it is time to take a break. So until then, take care everyone.
Later.
Bye.